Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
And I'm Jess.
This is episode 149 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. That sure was a lot tamer than the intro that we're going to deliver to our Patreon. This intro is
brought to you by bottled Chick-fil-A sauce.
We've got quite the treat for our Patreon listeners. Come on along, everybody. Spend the next hour or so with us talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping, catching up on all things Southern, or just playing bikes. Welcome back to Maryland from Memphis, both of you.
It's very nice to be back.
Thank you. It is very nice to be back.
You were missed.
Thanks.
Every time I'd be like, oh, something would happen, and I'd go to my phone and be like,
no, you'd text me.
No, I didn't text you a lot. I knew
Actually, service sucked when there was a lot, like in all areas with a lot of people.
Yeah, I knew you were in Memphis. I didn't text you. I did text you.
I did see a picture of the bike.
Yeah, that my bike was in.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that later. So before we get started, though, something that is important in your cold weather gear, and you tell me, guys, you tell me how important this is moisture wicking. Because staying dry helps keep you warm. And I was just digging around in my gear bag a couple of days ago looking for my base layer, and I couldn't find it. So my first thought was to head over to cutawayusa.com. Premium cycling apparel born in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Cutaway combines innovative fabrics with clean, bold design. Make sure to visit their website to see all their jerseys, bibs, neck gaiters, and other cycling apparel and gear. They have a wide selection of moisture-wicking apparel and base layers. You can go to their website, cutawayusa.com, and when you reach checkout, use the code GRAVEL15 to take 15% off your entire order. Now, that is a special discount just for GTD listeners. So, thank you, Cutaway. Thank you, Philip.
Your first thought, honestly, wasn't to come to see me?
No.
I'm just kidding.
My first thought was I wonder if Cutaway has some good moisture-wicking base layers, because I couldn't find
I didn't know where he was digging around. He was like, I was digging around, and I was like, where were you digging around?
Well, I literally have a bag full of like old clothes and my winter clothes and my cycling gear. It's like, you collect stuff over the years, and you got to put it in one place.
I really liked how you were doing this segue, and you were doing your political hand, like the thumb with the thing.
That was my tribute to Bob Dole.
There you go.
That
was it.
Rest in peace, sir. I was actually on the Hill in Bob Dole days, and
that was one of the first political figures I remember in the 90s era.
He was very instrumental in the Americans with Disabilities Act, because he was a disabled service member, and he did not have use of his right arm. Do you ever notice that when he would have a speech, he always had a pen in his right hand, and that was what he would do.
Wow.
So that was my little tribute. Thank you for
I didn't
picking
know
that up, Jessica.
Wow.
You're like Paul Blart. Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. There we go. Okay, so before we go, what are you guys drinking over there? Joey, you're getting drunk tonight is what I heard.
No, I'm not really getting drunk.
You said it.
Well, it depends on how you act.
Okay. Well, how do I have to act
to
get you to get drunk?
I had some very good alcoholic drinks in Memphis this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try to recreate yet. But I was getting cranberry, that cranberry ginger ale, the seasonal.
Yeah.
I got that, and I'm like, that'd be good with some vodka. So I got some Tito's, and it's pretty good.
Yeah?
It's delicious.
Huh.
I drank a lot over the weekend.
What did you have, a drink or two?
I had two drinks. That was more than I've had in a year and a half, two and a half years. So that was a lot of alcohol for me. At one point I said, there were two different nights. We had to watch the duck march.
I had to walk her down the stairs.
But I was like, Joey, please hold my hand so I don't fall and make a scene here.
Did you guys stay at the Peabody? Or
we did not. We did not.
But you did go to see the duck march.
We did.
Heck yes.
We did.
Yeah.
We were at the Peabody most nights. It was a very happening place.
Yeah.
90% of St. Jude heroes were staying there, so it was really cool too.
And you guys
were in a very swanky hotel. It just smelled like ramen noodles in the lobby.
Cool.
But they had no
that's good.
ducks. Now I'm gonna try to recruit about 5 ducks out of my pond over here to go to the Ruddy Duck for that every night.
That would be
I
so
want to
much
be
fun.
the duck master ducker. And,
Now, for folks that don't know what we're talking about, because we dove right in. You guys just got back from Memphis, because down there for St. Jude Marathon, Jess's race, and that's who she does all her fundraising for, St. Jude. And there's Peabody Hotel in Memphis that does the ducks come into the fountain every evening. And
it attracts hundreds of people.
yeah,
5
yeah,
ducks.
Yeah, yeah. People come from all over to see the ducks.
I got the
And-
same ducks right here, but
The duck penthouse on the top of
Oh
the
my
floor.
God.
Oh my goodness. There's
Yeah?
it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've never been there to see it.
you got
I know
homeless
what
people
it is.
roaming the streets everywhere, and the ducks have a palace. It's
Yeah.
crazy society.
Oh, it's upside down, isn't it? Upside down.
But
that's
the
okay.
ducks,
Think of all the economic benefit and impact.
Oh, yeah.
of
and
the
it was
ducks.
such a luxurious hotel. Like it was
Yeah.
all decorated for Christmas. It was gorgeous.
Now, doesn't the guy
the little
that
Pixar guy,
Yeah.
the little old Pixar guy, he's playing the piano downstairs, like an old piano. And beautiful.
don't there's like you were joking. There is like a guy that is all dressed up.
the duck
it's a duck
master.
master.
Yeah,
The duck
who
master.
brings the
Correct.
duck-
It's like
in.
the fancy red coat, like
Yeah.
a circus master.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he does a speech some nights about like the history behind the Peabody Hotel and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Really cool.
Nice. So you were there a couple nights for Peabody. You were just in Memphis for 4 days though.
But we went back Sunday night because we figured everyone would be gone. It'd just be like regular people. And my biggest anxiety attack ever.
Why? Because there were so many people.
Oh my god! It was like country club families.
There was like an American Girl dance.
Hundreds. It was a nightmare. I was in the threshold of hell. There were so many kids, and just like this is like at school. And I'm like, drink some more. Luckily, we have alcohol.
So you weren't far. You didn't stay far from Peabody.
A
2
block,
Yeah.
maybe a block.
We stayed-
Go ahead.
The
Sorry.
back of our hotel was on Beale Street.
Oh, nice.
Like we looked down and we saw like the BB King was on our side, but like the back of Silky O'Sullivan's and some of the other stores they were right there.
Now, were you 10 feet off of Beale?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. You were walking in Memphis.
You
I was
were
walking.
walking.
We walked everywhere. I walked so far.
Nice.
I earned my food.
Did you Strava it?
No, but by like noon the Sunday, I had like 3.5 miles.
Yeah. You guys want to just do your whole like trip recap thing?
I guess we never asked what you were drinking.
Yeah. No, I'm having Deer
Joey,
Park.
we just jumped right into all
No,
about
that's okay.
us.
Deer Park sparkling triple berry out of the little cooler fridge over
Yeah,
there. And I think
yeah.
you're having the same thing.
I am.
Yeah. We're training.
Hydrating.
We're
Very
training
important.
while Joey gets drunk.
Yes.
You and I are
Hydrating.
being
I'm not
serious.
getting drunk.
Actually, I
You're
know
not
this
even
is,
near your micro.
I-
You're nowhere even near your microphone
I'm
over there.
not drunk.
I know this is going to sound really weird to you, Brian, because I know you don't believe in this training, but I fully believe in after your last event of the season, like taking a solid week off, like a solid week of
I can see it. I can
no
see it. I can
training,
see it.
just because like it gets
mental break.
So it could get so cumbersome. And when I start back up again, I want it to be fresh. I want it to be new, you know? So I take 1 full week. So nobody's been seeing my like 4:30 posts because I haven't been on the bike at 4:30. So
Okay.
I take a full nice week off, lots of sleep, lots of rejuvenation, but like keep the wheels spinning. So where am I going to go next and what's happening? So
You guys flew down. Yeah, he's gone. Joey's not drunk, but he's over in the kitchen roaming around
you know, digging through the ice bucket for
on his second glass
good grief.
full of. Oh yeah, what? Okay. So you guys flew down, and when was run day?
So run day was Saturday, and we're going to be very transparent. I signed up for the marathon at first, and then it went to the half marathon, and I was running the 10K, and the 10K and the half and the marathon all start off together. And I was running it, and I said, I saw Joey at the end, or like close to the end, and I said, Joey, I feel great. I want to keep going. And he's like, no, I want you to finish happy. I want you.
Yeah, it was at the split. I'm like, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we took the brave approach, you know.
The smart approach. It's not
Took a little
brave.
bit of,
Well, it's brave.
You know I wasn't training. I wasn't putting in the miles ever since Max passed away. So we did the 10K.
Okay.
And
It's
we
further
smiled
than
the
I'd
entire
wanna run.
time. we smiled the entire time. I never wanted it to
Yeah,
end.
That's
Like it
10K,
It was raining.
That's 10K further
It
than
was-
Brian would want to run.
At the and what I told Jack, like at the end of the day, it's not about like people
No.
don't go to that one. Like
We've talked
And
about
there are
this
people
last
that-
couple weeks. We talked about it, going and doing the thing, and having fun, and not worrying
in general,
about
but you're
that.
doing it for
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah.
Like you're raising money, and you got to like there's new kids every day, so like fundraising never stops for that.
Yeah.
So just because you did $5,000 this year, those kids depend on that.
So Joey and I did the whole thing because I was
It was emotional.
Did you run?
I walked like 4 miles trying to catch up to her.
So
Back and forth, just on race day.
It was a lot in a little bit of time. So when we got there Friday morning, and then Friday night with the spaghetti dinner. So we go to the spaghetti dinner.
It wasn't spaghetti.
What was it?
Benet.
Shaking my head. Anyway,
very
so we went to the pasta party, and the guy who does the ALSAC, did a whole spiel. A family member of a girl who passed away did a whole spiel.
It was very emotional.
Very
sure.
emotional.
Yeah,
I definitely looked over at Joey, and there were some tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
That was because I was ready for Chris Stapleton.
And then so we went to the dinner at 4 to 5. We had our little St. Jude cupcakes, and then we went to the Chris Stapleton concert.
Now, you went to the Chris Stapleton concert Friday night?
It was across the street from our hotel, like literally.
That is so cool.
We just walked over at 6:55 and we were in our seats by like 7.
Nah, that's awesome.
And then the same, we left. 5 minutes later, we were in a hotel room.
Who opened for him?
A lady named Yola,
There was 2 openers.
but the Marcus King Band opened for him,
Yeah.
which was, Jess did not know any of their songs. They were amazing.
Cool.
It was like I went for the Marcus King Band and stayed for Chris Stapleton kind of thing, but Chris Stapleton was freaking
Well, you got
amazing.
the man crush. We know.
Yeah.
You got the man crush.
Oh my, yeah.
That's
But
okay.
it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then we ran a 10K on Saturday morning.
How big was
I
the
ran.
How big was the venue?
It was the FedEx, like it was a whole like,
It was big.
yeah.
10, 12,000. Okay.
It was like going to the Verizon Center, whatever it's called now, the phone booth.
Okay.
Same thing.
So 20.
Lots of drunk people around us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lots of drunk people around us.
Now, I don't understand that to go to something like that and get all
Exactly.
hammered. You
The
won't
lady
remember
next
it.
to us watched it through her phone the whole time. I'm like, what the F?
I don't get that.
I took a few clips here and there because
yeah.
I like looking at it about every 10 minutes.
You also yelled,
What did you
"Have my babies." You also yelled, "Will you marry me?"
Everyone
Meanwhile,
was.
his wife is singing right next to him, and he has 5 children at home, and Joey didn't realize
It was
this.
awesome. I can't pay $10 for a Michelob Ultra.
No.
I should have snuck in a flask,
Yeah.
a plastic flask, but I wanted to enjoy it. I don't need to get drunk. I don't need to drink. The
No.
people in front of us Snapchatting the whole time and drinking and bathroom, and I don't get that.
Well, everybody's their own thing, doing their own thing.
But amazing.
15 steps.
I
15
can't-
steps from our hotel room.
A little
to,
more than that, but it was close.
Yeah.
So great concert Friday night. And then
Great
Saturday
trip.
is race day. What time does race start?
Race was. Go ahead, Joey.
They staggered it.
They staggered it. I get up super early in the morning, so I was ready at 5:30. And I was like, "Joey, come on, wake up, please, let's go." And he's like, "You don't start until 9 o'clock. You need to go back to bed."
My. Now, how far was it for the race start from the hotel?
Out our door.
Out our door.
So
You got
Jessica walked out and just, I'm going to start here and just started running.
Yeah.
Like-
Yep.
And then right next to it's a Starbucks. So I got into a cup of coffee.
Wouldn't that be nice if like Unpaved was like that?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
It could
man.
be. Technically.
we could technically stay at that hotel.
It was so nice because my sister used to live, she was stationed at Millington, but she probably lived 35 minutes from downtown. Then you had to find parking and everything. Like I got up, I watched a little bit of The Office, Jess got ready, we had some coffee, and literally walked outside the hotel and she went and ran. So I got coffee, I walked up Bill Street.
Did you have some breakfast?
No, because it does this horseshoe. I got the course like memorized by now to go see her at like 3 or 4 points.
Oh, cool.
So you're basically up and down Beale, it crisscrosses, but yeah.
Now you do the Memphis one. Is this the one
Every
you
year?
do every year?
Every
This
year.
your
I think this
fourth
is
year?
4th or 5th year in a row that we've done it. So first year I started off with the half, then I did the full. COVID hit, and then it was the 10K. So
What would be cool next year is I want to go a few days early and go down to Louisiana and get some gumbo.
No doubt.
I had some really good gumbo.
Is that
we
But-
ate a lot of food.
We had a lot of good food. I tried different
I
stuff
don't
every
think
time.
Memphis.
Cool.
I don't think Memphis had a vegetable. Like I was
Oh,
literally
they had greens
like,
and okra?
I honestly,
The greens were so good.
Yeah.
we had collard greens at one place.
We tried something different. I got catfish twice, but I got it as the catfish was amazing, but I got different stuff every time.
It's one thing I do love Louisiana cooking. That
Oh,
Cajun food.
Because you're right there at the corner. So you have the gumbo and you have the Cajun and then you have the... but on Sunday, there was a huge cycling group. I think it'd be cool to... I don't know. Logistically, taking bikes could either be really easy to stay for a couple days because you're on the Mississippi and Arkansas is right there, and it's just you're in gravel once you cross a bridge. It's just West Memphis and nothing.
Oh.
So everyone was rolling back on gravel bikes. I'm like, that'd be pretty cool. We were on the trolley watching them, and you could see the Joeys and the Bryans and the Jesses. You know, like the big group goes by, and then there they go. And then there's like the I'm like that's me.
The party pack at the back.
Yeah, but I know they rode over the bridge from riding some gravel over in Arkansas.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
The Trek store was really cool, but they were closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
They had a Trek factory store.
Okay.
In the Arts District.
Nice.
But Jessica did very good. She raised like $5,000 for the kids.
Congratulations.
She's going to do it again
this year. If I had
this
a button for applause, I would hit it right now.
It was awesome.
And there's some people that raise like, an individual raised like $100,000.
Wow.
$100,000.
There's one kid 2 years ago, he raised $1 million, but he was a St. Jude survivor.
So during the race, you either run with, if you are a survivor of St. Jude, you run with a gold band around your arm. And if your direct family member was a survivor of St. Jude, they ran with a purple one. So you're literally running this race with survivors of St. Jude. And then people's shirt on the back says in loving memory of, and they have names of all these people and pictures of all these people.
It's very emotional.
And it's super emotional. You run through the St. Jude campus and the kids are outside and they're like, you're my inspiration, like you're my hero. It is, and each mile marker is another kid's artwork. So
they're beautiful.
They're beautiful. So it's a really cool experience. The only promise I made, not for the distance or not for anything else, was that we go down every year for this race. So
okay, I'll play them.
Yeah. So
you'll get to go Memphis. You'll get to know Memphis very well.
Yeah.
We know it very well.
We know it very well. We've been
eat
there.
And drink and get all fat and sassy.
Yeah. Okay, we're done. That's it. We went to Memphis. We ran a 10K. Even though you don't run the marathon, even though if you don't run the full, go for the experience.
Go
right?
for Chris Stapleton.
Go for the experience of it. Even at the airport, I was getting super self-conscious. Like people asked me what race I ran, and I said the 10K, and you get self-conscious at first, but then you get over it and realize what good you're doing for the kids. When my middle schoolers asking me today all these questions about it. It was that was the true moment when I didn't feel self-conscious of how far I ran, is when my middle school students were like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Nice.
So.
All right, now the Joey section.
Okay,
really.
Lord.
Okay, here we go.
Was that the Joey section?
Yeah, but we don't have anyone on tonight. No, a couple house cleaning.
Yeah. We're having some fun tonight.
Having some fun. I've been prepping. I came back. It is 100% prep for grand opening this weekend.
Mm-hmm. I am not going to be there. We know that.
I know.
I will not be there either. So
I'll iPad you in.
That would be fine. I could be on my phone.
Got a lot of cool prizes from Specialized, and I think hopefully the Wahoo and my paddle sports guys. So yeah, we're prepped. We rearranged the store again today. Changed some stuff up. So
the stuff looks beautiful.
I'm going to come in and see you tomorrow.
It's beautiful.
I got some nice photos. I got you and Tom weren't kissing in the photo I printed, but you got some big photos going up. I'm waiting for the big ones that like their size of this table, if not a little bigger. So I'm very excited. I'm thinking about. I need to talk to you about it. I'm really thinking about going hardcore with stocking bikepacking gear in the shop as of the last few days.
That's a good idea.
Like stoves, little tents, sleeping pads.
Oh, you and I we got some.
My problem is there's some stuff I like
in the
from
works that
REI, but there's some stuff I have access to, like Nemo and Big Agnes and a bunch of brands from Q.
I think it's a grand idea.
I think just a little section to have it in stock and ready to roll.
I think there's something else that was going to have it around us. I mean, to be honest.
No, you're not going to find this stuff anywhere.
Yeah.
Dick's will have a couple little things, but specific bike packing or just backpacking stuff. Why not try it? Spend a little
I think it's
a
great idea, and I think there's lots of ways.
So I don't think I can have it. I'm not going to have it ready for this weekend, but it's actually it's in my mind. It's in the works once I get through this weekend, and a sewage smell in my store.
What's that all about?
It's every so often you get like a little whiff of like someone who really blew up the bathroom, but no one did.
No, it probably is the.
I think it's all the pipes from Peppers.
No, I think what it is, it's the little retention pond out back. You probably get a little something that comes from that. Or the pipes. Store? It could be the pipes.
I think it's pipes. Anyway.
I don't know.
Today it felt like Christmas trees.
Yeah, well, we've been lighting pine candles.
Hey, was there something? I was at Atomic tonight for dinner, and they have an upside down Christmas tree. Is that a thing?
That's if you're in the 20657 zip code, that's how you do it.
It literally had an upside down Christmas tree, and
how do they hang it from the ceiling?
They didn't hang it. It was like in the post.
Maybe we've been doing it wrong.
And then it was, I don't know. It looked really weird.
You know how like they say like humans eat bananas backwards? Like the monkeys eat it like certain ways. Like maybe we were hanging up our tree rock.
How do you sit on the toilet? Do you face the wall or face away?
Oh Lord!
I stand up on the water tank
because you're supposed to face the water tank and use it as a table.
Well, yeah. Hey, I used my well, we'll talk about this later.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say I used my water thing as a table, and I was gonna be like, OMG, what are we doing?
The other thing that me and Chris are starting up, we might have 2 people for a month, 3 weeks. It's not like we're starting it. We're just doing it here. Is coffee and bikes and coffee? I don't know. Basically, they do it in bigger cities that will use Solomon's as it. And so, like Wednesday mornings at 8:00, the meetup is the CBL park, like benches or like under the boat ramp at the picnic tables, or you basically bring stuff to make coffee or tea, and everyone. It's a short, like 10-mile ride.
So, do you ride to it, do the thing, and then ride away from it?
Yeah.
Or do you come to
everyone
it?
just meets.
Okay.
And you could do small meetups. And there's Max. I'm Max. Or Blake. Oh, man.
Blakey.
Blake.
Okay, come here, buddy. So bikes and coffee.
He'll
just be in the background. It's fine.
Me and Chris were talking. Well, why not just start it? Maybe do it on Fridays because of CWS.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
We're going to have a little Blake break.
Yeah, right?
I like that. A little Blake break.
I personally like to eat peanut butter and then wipe a little bit of peanut butter on my pants. Like, when you get
what
done.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I just think that he would like me more.
Coffee out. It's called coffee outside.
I like that. I like that a lot. Did you guys see what shirt I'm wearing?
I'm
wearing mine a lot. I'm wearing it out.
I almost joined their Dirty Kitten group.
Oh.
Because there was no GTD group started. So
there is.
Well, now there is.
No, because was I the first one to sign up, or did you guys sign up ahead of me?
We signed up in Memphis.
Yeah, we signed up.
You probably signed up before
We
us.
signed up about the same time, I think. Because I think after I signed up, I went and looked. So there is a GTD team for Dirty Kitten Winter Training Series. Yes. Check that out on Bike Reg. I'll put another link in it. And then join the GTD team, right?
Yeah.
I think
Are you done with your housekeeping?
Anyway, I think starting next week we'll start it.
Okay.
We're going to use, like I said, Solomon's as a, it might not be many people at first, and it might not kick off, but I think if we just do it every week and show it.
All about consistency.
So I got a little AeroPress.
Yeah, true that.
I got a little pot out of key today from MSR because I don't have a jet boil or the MSR pocket rocket thing. And I have a pocket rocket, but anyway, I just need a way to boil some water.
Yeah.
And I'll use my AeroPress, and that's what we'll do.
I have a jet boil, and I have a couple of little stoves with a little heating thing. So
what I like about jet boil, I gotta check. I get my REI dividend at the end of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is they have one that actually comes with a French press too, which is a great backup.
I have that one. So I do not.
Well, I know you don't drink coffee, which is a great backup. Like something happens at the house too. Yeah. But I did get a nice regular propane butane stove, but. That's about it. Like I said, grand openings this weekend. Me and Chris are going to start coffee, whatever we're going to call it.
Coffee with Chris.
Coffee with Chris. It's like comedians in cars.
There you go.
I do like that show. But the last thing I'll say.
Okay.
There is a Netflix documentary out called The Alpinist, because most of us are outdoorsy people.
Uh-huh.
It's freaking amazing.
Alpinist.
It hands down has nothing on Free Solo.
Okay.
I don't think so. Free Solo with Alex Honnold and and Yosemite and the Wall and stuff, or El Cap, whatever he did. This thing is amazing.
So what was it?
Mark Andre? He's like he's a free soul. He's a free climber, but he does everything. What's his name? Climbs big walls and stuff. I mean, this guy Mark Andre Leclerc. Does everything.
Check it out. Alpinist.
I'll
check it out.
It'll keep you on edge for a little bit. You kind of this guy's crazy, but he's so he's so goofy.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll go out and he'll ice climb. He'll climb big walls. He'll just do everything.
I have no desire to ever do that, but
I have no desire.
I do enjoy watching.
I got afraid actually at the Chris Stapleton concert of our seats. Like, remember I was telling you about the elevator?
You got a definite.
I had to sit down for like 20 minutes before I was comfortable.
He was like walking up there and he's like holding onto everything, and he's like, "Do you think that jumbotron's gonna fail?" It's like, "Of course it's gonna fall."
It wasn't falling at all. It's the looking up thing.
Uh-huh.
It was scary, but The Alpinist it just came on Netflix this week.
Okay,
I watched it on the airplane.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
So
basically you're good for the week. So let's go to email. you have nothing to talk about.
I got everything to talk about. So as you all notice, I was trying to bleed in, then Joey took back over again. That I'm wearing my Hush Money T-shirt that Nate gave me.
Well, look at the T-shirt I'm wearing.
Whoa, holy crap! No T-shirt. He's just showing man fur. So I went up to Lancaster. And remember when we had...
You shotgunned up there. I was going to go with you.
Well, I know, but I figured you're in Memphis and...
We got baby coming.
Baby coming. It was like I had a free Sunday, and I said, hey, let's go. So Carrie and I drove up and picked up the bike, which was cool. It was fun.
You took her instead.
Yep. So remember when we had Nate on the podcast and he was talking about Hush Money? It's like, if you didn't know where it was, you wouldn't find it. Yeah. Have you been there? Have you been to their shop?
I Google Earthed it.
It's like in an alley. And you're going to go in this other door. And
you didn't get that by any Instagram post or context clues?
Well, no, because when I
did you have to knock for the password?
No. I just busted open the door. It wasn't that hard to find. I jest.
Pretty bitch.
It's definitely not out on the front. But the big news on that front in talking to Nate is Hush Money's is in the midst of moving locations.
Oh, I found that out at Nittany.
And the storefront that they're going into is super cool. It's an old building. Some big designer is putting it together. They're going to be
with
in the
a
back
hoagie
half.
shop.
Yep, and there's going to be like a nice kind of like food location in the front and a big open space in the middle. I can't wait for them to actually get that together.
What I told Nate is we got a Subway.
So that was fun. It was fun to get to see their shop. And I picked up my titanium Otso Warakin.
Man.
And I am so excited
there
about
is
that.
Capital letters in the show notes on it right now.
Says pickup.
From the pickup.
It says pickup. So Joe, you and I have to talk about, putting that thing together, what's it going to take and what parts we have to replace and all that kind of stuff. But it'll be a fun project. It's not a time pressing project. So let's get ready.
We were in a coffee shop just making casual conversation, and I said, Joey, are you going to be able to put this bike together? And he's like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know. Does it come with instructions? Will you be able to put it together?
I got pretty offended the way she said it.
But he doesn't know what I'm you know what I'm trying to say?
So wait a minute. You would equate it to Joey asking you if you knew how to teach addition.
Well,
in addition to subtraction as a math teacher.
What I told him, I was like, well, you don't know everything I teach. It's not like I come home today and I'm like,
but you
today,
do.
I did domain range and input output of a function.
My calculator does that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Joey got offended, but it was just a point of conversation. Joey knows how to build your bike.
I'm a pretty damn good mechanic.
And I get that he is. I get it. I've known that ever since I met him, but there's no instructions. You just have to put the wheels and the thing and the thing. Does he know how to do that?
This ain't my first rodeo.
I don't know.
This ain't my first titanium bike.
Legitimately, are you seriously? You asked if he knew how to build a bike?
She was serious. I was like, I used some foul language. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh.
But I get Joey has built a lot of bikes, but how do you know how to build every single bike?
Well, because it's mostly the same stuff.
Similar,
yeah. There may be some subtle nuances.
But I know that one time he was trying to build a bike with David Brinsfield, and it was the electric bike. And
but I still know how to build it.
Yeah.
There may be some things.
I've had tri-bikes. I've had to draw multiple diagrams and stuff for special Di2 routing, but just because I spent a little more time, I still know how to build it.
We'll talk offline, but
Or
you just need to let me know when you want me to bring the frame down, the diverge
April
down.
39th.
That'd be fine if you say the 39th.
1940 17th.
Not funny.
Well, I know he's joking because I know he's probably as eager to get his hands on that thing as I am to ride it. Yeah. My Renee Hurst, those Barlow Pass tires came in.
I ordered them.
Did you really?
I had to count the whole time. I didn't know.
Oh, jeez. But one thing I noticed is that on the really light tan walls on those tires.
Yeah, what casing did you go with?
I went with the light tan, not the performance, sort of like the middle of the road.
Okay.
Not there was, I can't remember what the
endurance casing
was. Not the endurance casing. It was whatever the normal. So it's a real light.
It's a light tan,
but it's some of the lettering and the badging on that tire is the same color blue as the highlights and the anode bits that I got on the Warakin. Yeah, I didn't even know what I was doing. Got all excited. I need to get myself some titanium water bottle cages, I think. That's something that's going to have to come my way.
Ooh, I got some wolf tooths that would look good.
Mm-hmm. So lots of fun things that are happening there.
Oh, you need a kid carrier.
Oh,
You can go down to pick up.
Yeah, when Laura King does it, she has it on the front of her bike.
yeah.
No, I mean like a trailer.
Yeah, like a trailer.
No. Laura King puts the kid on the front of the bike.
Like not a baby though.
No,
Not a baby. It's the kid. Well, I will have to. Maybe I should talk to Tom. I bet you Tom King has like 4 or 5 of them laying
I wouldn't
around
trust anything he has.
He's probably made
Probably
one
makeshift. It's going to fall apart.
mode. So we did go up, and one of the rides on 12 Rides of Christmas is the NCR, a Northern Central Rail Trail, which we've ridden a lot, us together, and we've done post Christmas one year. Didn't we do that? Post Christmas,
We did a
one
week
year,
or two
New Year's,
before Christmas. And
something like that.
that's one of the ones, yeah.
So we went up and did it. It was a beautiful day. That trail was just hard packed. You could have ridden it on a road bike. It was so fast. And we had a really nice time. We didn't stop a lot. We just kept going.
That must have been nice.
Yeah, it was. We stopped, I think, at Gnome Hill was the first stop. And I think we maybe stopped for like a 2-minute here or there along the way someplace else. And then straight on into New Freedom, had a nice lunch, and came back. But
Where'd you eat?
the cafe place. I'd
The
rather,
railroad cross place?
yeah, I'd rather go to the
Pizza place?
to the pizza place.
Oh, yeah.
But
Most people are like you and me.
Yeah, they want to go to the. It's a rail trail. It's a train. Okay, whatever. Who cares? It's fine. It was good. I enjoy it. I enjoy the little rail trail cafe. But I found. I sent you guys a picture. I found. The Smuckers,
the Uncrustables.
Uncrustables. They finally back in stock at the Giant, and I got a box. So I took a bunch of them, 2 or 3 of them, I say a bunch, with me up there. And I used we were riding north, and I wanted to have a little nibble because it was starting to get a little hungry. I needed a little something in my stomach. And so I pulled one of those things out and I started eating it. And I ended up using my Rootworks bag as like a little dining table as I was riding up the trail. I actually took a picture of it.
Were they frozen? Like...
No, by the time I, 3 or 4 hours
because I was going to ask
later,
if your TEETH had a hard time.
my teeth, no.
Okay.
No, they
but
were
I did
very
spell
soft.
it. I
Lack
didn't know if
thereof.
that was...
You can say, that's fine. My lack of teeth. But I thought it was funny because I'm sitting there going, holding the thing, and I'm going, well, I could just set it here. I just set it down on the little Rootworks bag and ride along, pick it up, take a bite, set it back down. I thought it was funny. So that was it for that. And it was a good trip, and I really do like that trail.
It's a great trail. I love that ride.
Did you get poke after?
Nope, because we were so fast coming back. We were done. I think we started at 10, and we were back in the parking lot by 2.
Oh wow, that's a fast trip.
Yeah, on that trail it is. I mean, because you
Beat
typically
traffic
stop
home.
a lot,
And especially when you're with a big group of people. You guys had like 10, 15 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
So I mean, that's super.
Where are these 10 o'clock starts when I go?
Or maybe
I would meet there at 7 a.m. Like,
might have been 9:30. I can't remember.
still, that's early.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the one that sets them up, though, otherwise.
True
I
that.
picked early.
Okay, so we got an email that I wanted to quickly touch on from Scott. He said he was listening to episode 141 of the podcast and discussion of water. He lives in State College, and on adventure rides, get a press water filter like the Grail system. You can produce a fresh bottle of water in a few seconds, and with a number of streams and lakes, you can have fresh water almost at will. I've been doing lots of hikes in the last couple of years for something like this. Fast water filtration looks like a perfect supplement. And I'm right there with you, Scott. In fact, Scott and I went back and forth a little bit. And Joey, and we've talked about this. I've got a Catadine Be Free, and I've got a Grail. And I bought them both.
Be Free is the little bladder.
There's a little bladder, and it squeezes through the filter inside the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Grail is the one you put the water in, and then you like a French press, and the water goes through. I was hoping that the grill was going to fit in a water bottle cage.
Oh, it doesn't?
But it just a little bit off, and it doesn't. So I want to still, and I'm going to do this, it kind of ran out of time at the end of the season, but I'm going to pit the Grail system against the Catadyne Be Free and see which one I actually like better for bike packing situations, and which one I may actually like better to carry on an event, like a race, like a long endurance race, like an unpaved.
Yeah, I would say I wanted to get the bladder one before going on the Croatan last month. I figured it seemed more convenient.
Yeah.
Than a bottle, but I've heard about the Grail.
Yeah.
How do you carry it?
It's how do you carry it, and then you're carrying kind of like the Catadyne. I've heard a lot of people say you're carrying unfiltered water, but you're really carrying unfiltered water either way. I don't really know that it makes a difference. I think you can press the water through the Grail and then pour it into a water bottle. But then you've got this big kind of bulky thing.
Yeah, that you got to carry or store somewhere.
So with the Catadyne, you put it in, you can squeeze it out into the water bottle, and then since it's a collapsible bottle, you can ball it up. You can ball it up a little bit.
So I liked how Dustin Klein would fill his bottles up. And he said on a really hot day, you could fill that up and put it in a pocket.
Yeah.
But then when you're not using it, it seemed like it had less footprint.
Yeah. And lighter, and a lot lighter, too.
I got something really cool
for
your bike in mind.
So you were talking about bike packing and doing some stuff out of the shop, and I think that's a fantastic idea. I would really give you
because I think I could get
feedback on
both of those from. I think I can get both of those to stock.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, real quick side note, I got some really cool paracord rope. Instead of Velcro for our Nittany frame bags, paracord rope it onto your top tube.
Oh, that is a good idea.
It's a blue. And it's a multicolored blue.
Oh, boy.
I know.
OMG.
I'm going to be all color matching
up
my blue.
Really cool. I thought about that. I was like, we paracord that. My bike's blue. Yours is going to be tie and blue. About like 300 feet of it. But
you're
it's like
a smart
$8.
guy. You're a smart
Like instead of Velcro, which Velcro is cool.
Well, but Velcro also, I mean, you look at what it did to my Diverge frame when that grit gets underneath of it and that Velcro is so wide, and it's like sandpaper.
Wes and I hate the sound of Velcro.
Yeah.
We have bonded over that. We have bonded over that we hate
Wes,
the sound.
Who's Wes?
Velcro.
Wes hasn't texted any of us back.
That sound of... I'm just going on about the sound of Velcro, guys. Like...
Yeah, but you said Wes's name.
Yeah, just make sure.
Go ahead, talk about your little color things.
What was I going to say?
No, I think that's a great idea. I think that sounds cool. I like that. It's going to look cool.
We're going to have to get you a new frame bag.
Well, that's fine. I would need a new one anyway.
I bet that green one fits.
So no, that's what I'm saying is I've got more room. That Diverge frame, the way the geometry of that
It's
works.
a little triangle.
Yeah, it's a little smaller space.
There was an Italian guy at Starbucks yesterday who got 15 packets of sugar.
So I should be able to get a larger Nittany bag in there, and then maybe at that point I can color coordinate something.
Then you could put a Grail bottle in there.
So
well, maybe. Yeah.
My Nittany bag, my big bag.
Okay, we're going to talk about that again.
I know she traveled with it.
I traveled
did you?
with it.
Awesome.
It was my carry-on bag. It was my
You were not going to lose that bag.
I was not going to lose that bag, and it fit right under seat of the front person in front of me. I didn't even have to put it in the top.
That's
it
nice.
was a classic bag. It fit my 2 pairs of shoes,
one
all
pair.
my clothes.
I had to carry the other.
And there's also, just like Joey, just like you have a big wall of Nittany bags at Pack.
Nate probably has more.
Yeah, no. I think you guys were on par with the volume of Nittany bags on the wall. But it just does. It's like your eye is automatically drawn.
It is. That's why I keep it right in the middle of the store.
I love my bag.
One thing Nate doesn't have is a bunch of Ridge Supply socks married up next to that. So
I need to order more tomorrow.
Yeah.
But my big bag.
So there you go. Thank you, Scott, for that email, for those thoughts. We're thinking alike. And we went back and forth a little bit. We're going to try that Catadyne Be Free and pit it up against the Grail and see what comes out on top. Joey, Strava Club.
What about it?
It's there.
All right. Top 100 shout-outs. Chris McGonnell from Tonawanda, New York, with 127.
Good job,
I don't know if
Chris.
you're trying to get me with both of those.
No, good job, Chris. And I was sitting there reading that. I was holding my breath when he said McGonnell and Tonawanda.
All right. Jennifer Hansen from Florence, Arizona.
Nice job, Jen.
She's got oceanfront property with 114.3. And then Bob Gundry from Herndon, Virginia, with 157.5.
Excellent, Bob.
At number 4 now.
Number 4, to break into the top 100, you needed 101.
Oh, he
Hey,
missed you.
Skipping me.
To break into the top 100, you needed 101.5. But if you had 245.9 miles, you would have been top 10, number 8, and your name would have been Brian Rains.
There we go.
Bubba.
Breaking into that top 10.
Yeah. We had a huge spike. It was probably because of I don't know.
Probably because of COVID.
Probably because of COVID or Pat from Lulaca, or what did we do the week before on Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'd say Pat from Lulaca.
Yeah, we went up to 792 from 787.
So we got 5 new Strava members that are all
just this week.
Lulaca folk, I bet.
Yeah. And if you want to close in that 800 and bring Wes, is that what we're bringing Wes back?
No, we're never bringing Wes
What are we
back.
doing? Something with a beard too, and
we're gonna grow mustaches.
with what? 1,000? Oh, it's YouTubers.
It was YouTube, and we haven't checked that.
Oh
number
no,
in a while.
2,000. Oh, we're over 1,000 by far.
I think so.
Yeah,
we'll check that number.
I just got laser hair removal, so might not be able to do that.
Oh, you don't have to grow a mustache. You would have to put a fake one on for a show.
You know, I just got laser hair
So
removal.
I'm gonna tell you what, guy. You do not want to see me with a mustache. It is.
Is it bad?
I do.
Bad. It's bad.
All right,
It's really bad.
Strava.com/clubs/gravel-travel-dirt. And what is now up on Strava for everyone else to see is the Rafa Festive 500. Shall you dare to enter?
When is that? What are the dates for
April
Rafa?
23rd to the 31st. It's 8 days.
Okay.
I think
April?
December.
December.
Or the 24th, Rasta Festive 500. It is the 24th to 31st.
Those have got to be outdoor rides. So-
Outdoor, logged, on Strava, no cheating.
And what
I
do
don't know
get?
why you would cheat with
What's
that.
the grand prize?
Usually, like, you get a little patch or a little packet thing from Strava about it or from
Yeah.
Rafa. I think it's cool to say you did it, though.
That's a hard one, man.
What I would really want is the, like, if I actually completed it, the little cycling cap, the festive.
Oh,
I would never wear it. It would go on my wall.
Really.
My Chris Stapleton poster.
So, are you planning to actually attempt that?
I think so. I got to figure out the work. It is the best time for me work-wise, too, because it will be slow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to work my normal schedule, but I have everyone's home and wants to fill in.
So, what do you think is the right way to go about doing that? Do you think it's like one big day and then a bunch of regular days? Or
It's tough because, like, I would be very comfortable just doing 100, like 5 100s. I think that'd be easy.
How many days do you have? 9 days?
8 days.
8 days.
Can you repeat the dates again?
The 24th through 31st
Of December.
Oh, Jess Sikorsky's off those days.
Yeah, so she could take care of Blake.
Okay.
Pack me
So
some
I will be on
lunches.
my Peloton.
Okay, you're right here. I gotta go outside. I have the clothes. Anyway, it's cool. You get it's just something fun, but I don't know. I think one big day would be good, like a 200K.
Yeah.
But it sucks though. Like you might get close to it and then get crappy weather, and whether you stick it out or
just
you
like with 12 rides, I tell people you gotta get out there early, and as soon as you
Darcy's
get
almost done.
I think she
She's got to get done before that baby.
She may actually be done.
We had a couple people come in today for the toy. You know what I'm doing for tickets? You could still get some free swag for Saturday.
Mhm.
To get, I'm going to call it tickets. We're going to use Excel and stuff. I'm not doing tickets because I'm not 80 years old. You got to bring in it's like a food drive.
Okay,
If you
cool.
drop off food, I don't care if it's each item you drop off counts for 1 entry.
Okay.
If you drop off more, you get more entries. I'm going to put that on our Facebook tomorrow.
I'll bring in some food.
And then we'll put down an email and stuff, and we'll just, if you're not there, we'll call you.
I'll
You
bring in
have
some
4
food.
minutes to come pick it up, or you go to the
The
next.
great thing is the grocery store is right next to you.
Exactly.
So you can
Yeah.
just go right to the grocery store and right over.
Yep.
Nice.
And if you need to do a toy for the toy drive for 12 rides, CVS is right there, and they sell toys.
Yep. That's what I did last year, I think. I think I got something from CVS and food for the food drive right from Weiss. So it's the same program.
Same
It's just you
program.
guys are
Yep.
closer.
Yep.
So
Yep.
perfect. Okay, Jess, you were saying before in the pre-show, we were talking about the women's gravel. Tell us what you got going on.
So
What is it?
Women's Gone Gravel, I think I'm getting this correct. It was just announced yesterday. In Bentonville, they are doing a women's only cycling event.
And it's gravel oriented.
It's gravel oriented.
It's a 3-day event.
It's a 3-day event. I think the other cool thing is Gravel Worlds announced that women are leading the ride out.
Oh, cool.
So do you know how the men?
Oh, I did see that.
So
Yes.
women are
yes.
leading Gravel Worlds.
Ladies first, right?
Ladies first, they posted, which I think is absolutely amazing that I mean, I think the women's only ride is great. I think it's less pressure. I think a lot of females will enter it because there is less pressure competing against females than competing against males. I also think, because you're right, women do not go first in the opening round. So it's always male pros, female pros, women first. So women are going to get out there first in the gravel worlds. And I think the more awareness we bring to females in cycling, plus size bodies in cycling, all these different things, I think the better everybody is going to be to get on their bike and to feel like they're included in the gravel scene.
Cool.
No offense to any of that, but they don't want the GT boy, DD. Oh, dang.
No, you have it.
No, this is cranberry juice. GTD boys to lead out the ride.
No, we don't want to lead out.
I know, I'm just kidding.
We've done our one lead out, I think, on any of
We got fired after that.
So, we got fired. We're done because you peeled off.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
So what are the dates on that in Bentonville?
I don't know. I think it's actually in April or May. I looked it up because I was like, wow, I would love to go. And what a great cause to do it. I take 3/4 of my year. So from now until July-ish is dedicated towards cycling. And then from July to December again will be dedicated towards running. So trying to do the best of both worlds. But you
don't think it would be good to mix them up?
It is. Sometimes it's hard timing wise.
Yeah.
Even to get an hour of my bike before work and then to get a run in either before work or after work, doing both in one day, timing wise is hard. And for if anybody else is out there who's an educator, I am doing my national board certification process this year.
So everybody knows that's a lot.
So it is a lot of work.
Okay.
Yes, I think it would be cool.
Oh,
All
awesome.
of this is great.
Well, I'm glad you've really done a fantastic job. I want to say thank you for your keeping tabs on all things women gravel related.
Yeah,
for us.
It's my job. That's why I keep it around.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. I think our listeners appreciate that, and it's fantastic. Thank you. Well, job well done. Well done. Okay, folks, you guys want to do this or that? We're
ready.
We have an extra this or that this week.
Oh boy,
we have.
And last week you were telling me I don't know why we did 4. Now we have 5.
I know.
Oh, we got a new candle this week. You smell it?
Oh Lord,
I do.
It's
I
like
smell
buttercream
Buttercream.
with a little bit of plastic.
I'm still on the lookout for the perfect candle for you.
I love the pines time of year. You want your poo to smell like a tree.
I will find you.
Call me.
First item on this week's This or That. Jess, you go first. Then me. Then Joey. Memphis or Nashville?
I've never actually been to Nashville, so I'm gonna say Memphis. Even though Joey is not a city person, and by the last date he's like, I'm so sick of the city. I'm so sick of the city. So it's different. It's like going to New York for a whole week. It's you see a lot of different things.
I have been to both.
Yeah.
I've spent more time in Nashville probably than I have in Memphis, but I feel Memphis is a little raw. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's a little bit more.
Can you spell that how you said it?
It's got a little raw authenticity.
It's rawr.
Rawr. It's got a little raw authenticity to it that Nashville probably kind of lacks because Nashville is very transient. So I'm going to also go with Memphis, Joey.
I do love Memphis. I was ready to get the H out of there by Sunday. Great trip. I think it's because we stayed downtown, which it was great 90% of the time. Like I said, we stayed with my sister outside. I love the outside parts of Memphis too. And I've been out there in the middle of the heat. It sucks. I've been with my sister one year. Yeah. There's just something cool. I like country music a little bit, but I'd much rather like the blues rock side of Memphis, where Nashville is the country.
Yeah. Maybe that's where that where I said raw authenticity.
Yeah,
that may be it. It may be the difference in the music culture.
I know, it just feels. Yeah. It feels like Memphis is just older.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah. Raw. It's a little raw authenticity in Memphis.
It's nice. And you're right in the corner. Like within seconds, you go to Louisiana or Arkansas.
Yeah.
Or Arkansas, depending on how you pronounce it, because it's just
cool. Second item, Jess, on this week's Instagram I'm watching you scroll through Instagram.
I'm actually on Facebook, but okay.
We're podcasting.
This week on this or that. This week on Gravel Traveler. Number 2, chicken or burger?
Chicken.
But
with Chick-fil-A sauce. My husband served me a sandwich with no Chick-fil-A sauce, and I was like, I even put it on my turkey sandwiches.
Now, I got a point of order. Does the chicken? Are you talking specifically like chicken sandwich?
Yes.
Okay, chicken sandwich or a burger. Man, that's tough for me. I can go back and forth because sometimes you have the chicken sandwich and it doesn't set right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about right now.
Same thing happens with burgers. I'm probably going to go with a burger on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I am going to go with a burger on this one. Where are you at?
That's tough because I like the little Purdue. You put them in oil. Yeah, I like this chicken patty.
I actually had a nice little.
I mean, it's really hard to be like a Popeye's chicken sandwich. A good chicken sandwich, usually like a skinless, boneless thigh.
I had a Popeye's chicken sandwich the other day.
Lucky.
I drove by
I'm
Popeye's.
ready for Prince Frederick to open up.
Like, oh, there it is. Let me do that.
I'm going to go chicken sandwich.
Okay, so I'm the only burger lover.
It's no, I love burgers.
Wait a minute, what's your favorite chicken sandwich?
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A
hands
has
down?
nothing on it.
No, okay.
After you try it.
All right.
And then I have a ranking system, but I won't go down that tonight.
Let's not. We'll do that at some other time. Okay, third item. Since we have 5 of them,
Oh, Lord.
and not only do we have 5 of them, but this one has 3 options:
Oh, my. This, that, or these. I don't know what to do.
this or that or that. Okay, Michael or Joe or Robert California.
Are these like famous people? I don't know any of these people.
Actually, I got her hooked on The Office this weekend.
It's The Office. Michael
I
Scott.
like Toby.
I don't know why.
I don't.
So basically, our trip was do stuff outside or sit in the room and watch The Office for a couple hours.
Okay, and you've never really been a big Office
No,
watcher.
I thought it was stupid, but
Because we were like on season 4 and 5
Okay.
in the hotel room.
Yeah.
It was manageable.
Those
I
are
kept asking.
sweet spot.
And I was like, is Toby in this one? Toby's my favorite. And Joey's like, who watches The Office and likes Toby? And I was like, I don't know. I guess I do.
I kind of think Toby's pretty funny, but
I like
catch the scram.
I like when Toby teaches Pam how to slap Michael.
Okay, you can't be a Joe fan. That just doesn't pan out. So it's either Michael or Robert California. And Michael can get really grating, but he's got a good heart. Robert California is just purely self-serving.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't appreciate that. So I am going to be a truist and go with Michael Scott.
Oh, Michael Scott through and through.
Yeah. Okay.
He is the show.
Same reasons?
Yeah.
I don't
Robert
know that
California,
I don't know that he was the show. I'm not going to give
It
him
wasn't
that
the
much.
show, but
He was the one especially the first season, he was really hard to stomach.
yeah.
And then he kind of...
Well, if you didn't like Michael, you didn't like the show. What I'm saying, like, if you had to like Michael to be able to watch that.
You had to appreciate
For a
the
while.
humor that was Michael Scott to be able to get through. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
She watched when what was that? I won't say it on here, but when what's his name? It was the coming out episode. Like that was a wild episode.
The one where Michael kissed
Yes,
Oscar?
Yeah, when Oscar that episode.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
We sat through that. I'm like, that is crazy.
There's some of them that get a little dicey.
Yeah.
Okay, 4th item. Home Alone movies or Santa Claus movies?
Like Tim Allen,
Santa Claus. Like Tim Allen, the Santa Claus.
It is mine. And I'm not a big fan of either. I don't know. Maybe Home Alone. I think it's funny that Moira Rose is in it.
I saw on Facebook today, you can buy Rosebud Hotel or Motel keychains.
I have a Rose Apothecary t-shirt.
They also have a
Really?
Street
Yeah.
Farms one.
Oh, man. Somebody's making all kinds of money with copyright infringement. I love it.
Billions and billions.
Okay, so you went with Home Alone?
Yeah.
I would go with Santa Claus because I don't the first Home Alone, okay, yeah. I liked it. It was like fine, but Santa Claus, I guess my kids were at that age for the Santa Claus. That whole movie genre.
So I did this or that with my students, and they didn't know the Santa Claus movies.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
But they knew Home Alone. They didn't know the Santa Claus. And then, like, once I explained it to them, they're like, oh, that's when he gets, like, really fat in a day. And I'm like, yeah. you know. So it took them a second.
Joey?
I saw the Santa Claus in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like 5.
I don't know that. I'm trying to remember. I think we probably saw it on like.
I love Tim,
tape.
like, because I grew up like Home Improvement. I love Tim Allen.
And Joey's fan is huge on Christmas movies. Like, they watch a Christmas movie like every night leading into Christmas.
A little weird, but yes, the second Santa Claus was good. 3, 4, 5, whatever is a little crazy.
I think that we should make a GTD themed Hallmark movie. Don't you think that would be a lot of fun? Just
We could do it right now, starring Westchester, and that's the end of it.
So I watched the show You on Netflix. Right? It's like
Is
a
that
lot of
good?
like,
Nope.
Okay.
Joey thinks it's creepy. It's like a stalker about killing and like, all these like
Yes.
weird sex and all these weird things. And I was watching it on the airplane and I didn't have headphones in. So I was watching it like a little bit out loud. And Joey's like, stop. People are not going to want to get on a plane with you. Like, cause I like murder mystery shows.
She's going to murder me.
Okay, so here's our bonus this or that.
So no Hallmark. Let's do a murder mystery GTD.
A murder mystery. GTD.
No, I want to do Hallmark.
Coming in out of left field, this or that. Number 5, Elvis Presley or Johnny Cash.
So in Memphis, we learned something about ourselves that we didn't know in our relationship. And it's that I really don't care for like
Music in general.
B.B.
Yes.
King or Elvis Presley or
Blues.
Johnny Cash. Like I'm
The
not
blues rock
in that
stuff. She doesn't-
genre of music. I don't like it.
She don't like the guitar. She's going, wow.
So I asked not if we can go to all the music. Like I asked not to go to like the Johnny Cash or the B.B.
We were going to go to like
or-
Sun Studios on Sunday and just tour around. And she's like, actually, I don't like any of this. And I didn't
Okay.
like the concert last night. I'm like, oh.
No, I liked the concert. I just didn't know a lot of his songs. Like, so when you go to a concert, you don't know a lot of songs. You're like, okay, bop in your head.
Like
Bop,
Marcus
bop.
King and Chris Day, they do like the long, like blues rock guitar solo stuff. That sounds, I love it.
I knew a song when it wasn't their song.
But
It was somebody else's song.
She doesn't like it. She doesn't like any of that.
But gun to your head, Elvis or Johnny?
I guess Johnny.
Wow, good choice.
Yeah,
I would think I would definitely go with Johnny Cash too.
I'm not an Elvis fan.
I mean, Elvis had his moments.
His
Young
moments,
Elvis,
but,
but then, I definitely Johnny Cash. So you're Johnny Cash too. I mean,
Yeah.
the Man in Black. Come on, got to be there, right?
Someone's got to
Yeah.
cut you down.
That's right.
Luckily, I've already been to Sun Studios and other stuff in previous years while I was drinking.
I got a band that you ought to give a shout to listen to. Larkin Poe. You heard of Larkin?
Larkin Poe
Yeah.
with Bob and Chris.
No.
know
No.
who they are.
No.
Well, that-
No. They're sisters.
Larkin Poe.
Larkin Poe. I'll send you something you should look at.
I will say,
It's definitely a blues rock, southern blues rock. Like I think you'd probably dig it. It's real
Larkin Poe.
hardcore, real hardcore.
I will say that the Marcus King band broke out into When a Man Loves a Woman 20 times better than the original.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I said, wow, I finally know a song. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Man.
not their song.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, y'all got anything else before we?
I didn't
shut
talk too
her
much
down?
bike stuff, but
I know we talked a little bit of bike stuff.
Hey,
We didn't talk a lot of bike
we had
stuff.
to
but,
take some breaks and just.
we were talking
What?
about y'all's Memphis trip, and that's
It's our
important.
podcast. We can do what we
We can
want.
talk about what we want.
We can
to,
talk about
so,
hush money. We can talk about.
I am excited for
Yeah.
I want to get that bike built and take it back up there and like get some pictures made up at Hush Money. That's when we should go together. Is when we take the
Together?
finished bike back up there.
It is trout fishing season for me. We got to pick wisely.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So the next time we're on this podcast, you'll be a Bubba.
Yes,
Hopefully.
yes. We're so my daughter's due date is Saturday the 10th, and there's a possibility that they will induce tomorrow, and so maybe I will.
Next time you'll be a Bubba.
Yeah.
So, real funny though, I was texting Glenn. You know Glenn?
Yeah.
He was just in town, and his girlfriend is Casey.
I just butt dialed Casey today.
Well, you sent something about Casey, but I read it as Glenn's Casey. I'm like, what the heck? Like Casey and then I went back and forth like 3 times, and I realized you're Casey, not Glenn's Casey. I'm like, you were pregnant this whole time, Glenn? I was like, I didn't think you guys were talking about you.
It's funny you should mention him because I actually was trying to call Casey and my daughter Casey today, and Siri inadvertently called Casey. And so she actually messaged me back. She's like, I guess that was a butt dial. I was like, well, no, actually it was a Siri screw up. And then we chatted for a little bit. And I was like, hoping that you guys are going to get back out here. But Glenn was just here, obviously, and saw Joey, didn't.
No, we were in Memphis.
Oh,
They
you
went
were
the
in Memphis?
buckets late last night. I'm like, I'm tired. I just flew in.
All right. Anything else now before we shut it down?
No, thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you to the St. Jude supporters. I really appreciate it. We are excited for next podcast, next season. 2022, right? Has some big goals in for all of us. So
our next podcast is still 2021.
yeah, but still, we got when you start thinking about 2022 and your goals and what you're doing and stuff like that, it's really important.
I hope it's better than 2021.
So one of the things you're going to want to do in 2022 is when we do a new GTD kit from Cutaway, you're definitely going to want to check that out because you could get the best of both worlds at that point. You could get yourself a fantastic, comfortable, well-designed, well-fitting Cutaway jersey with all the GTD goodness showing the support for and love for the GTD family. So that's did I see how I did that, Joey? See how I put all those things together?
And don't forget to use Gravel 15.
Gravel 15. Thank you, Jess.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to this. She's out. She's like, mic drop. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. If you want to support this podcast, the best way you can do that is to head on over to wherever you listen to your podcast and give us a 5, 6, maybe even 10-star rating and consider dropping us a fantastic review. Hey, Joey, how can folks get in touch with us?
You can call me at the store and talk. But no,
you could.
You could if you want.
could.
We could talk about the skunk ape or Bigfoot they just found in Georgia.
Don't text him, though, because he will never text you back.
Basically, call me. Just call me. I'll give you my cell phone number. I'll pick up. GravelTravelDirt.com. And our Instagram is at Mid-Atlantic GTD. Did you know about the Bigfoot skunk ape thing down in Georgia?
Okay, keep going.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt is recorded this week from right here in Joey's kitchen with still some hints of the smells of Memphis barbecue wafting off of your...
Oh, yeah. I wish. My burps tasted so good all trip.
Thanks for riding along, everybody. Till next time, do good, be nice, go slow, and respect others.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
See, I couldn't say my Hush Money kit came in, which is in our classroom now.